guys, welcome to Echoes with Ekaette, where you get to echo with me, of course, as I talk about family life, career, faith, news, which is basically gist, entertainment, movies, books, just all your favorites in one space. Today's episode is a bit of a personal one because I'll be talking about work life balance, how you can balance your family life and a stressful, or I'd say a busy, not a stressful routine, or a busy routine, or a busy job. It's especially very exciting for me and very special for me because I have my friend here, my beautiful friend here. And this is my very first guest on this show. I am so grateful to have her here because I know that my friends are private people. So for her to agree to do this with me, I find it very, very heartwarming. It's a very special moment for us to have this girl chat together where we're talking about family life, work-life balance, and how we have been grilled by it, literally grilled by it. So, yeah, I'll just start by saying that there was this survey carried out in 2024. Bloom UK carried out a survey just talking about how 9 out of 10 women experience mental health um, issues related to a poor work life balance. So, things ranging from anxiety, stress, burnout, and this is not just a survey because when you read something like this, you can literally see yourself in that statistics. You're like, this is all of what I have been feeling because I'm trying to balance everything and I'm just trying to do everything at the same time. Trying to balance your family life with work is especially very hard, if I'm going to put it that way, because with your job, with your 9 to 5, you have to give in your best because you're being paid to do it. You don't have a choice. But then that leaves you feeling, am I doing enough at home? Am I doing enough with my kids? If you ever had to go to bed at night thinking, did I do enough today with my kids? Did I give them enough time? Then just know that this episode is for you because you're not alone, all right? This episode is especially for people like us. And that's why we're here to discuss this and to talk about our little tips here and there and how we just manage on this journey, okay? So we'll go through a few questions. I have my beautiful friend here. I'll let her introduce herself. I'm not going to do the introduction for her. So first of all, before we jump into the conversation, tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Chioma and I'm a mom of three. During the day, I work, and at night, I do mom duties. I run around with three little feet. And if I'm not doing that, I love to reflect and also sneak around um, YouTube tutorials. I love that a lot.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's it.
Great, great. So let's just get into it, okay? First of all, let's talk balance. What does balance mean to you?
To me, balance is not perfection.
Okay.
It's being present in the
Mm-hmm.
way you can.
Yeah.
It's being productive in
Okay.
ways you can, and it's
Okay.
also um, putting things together, like things that really matter
Mm-hmm.
to you,
Yeah.
creating time for them. You can do this to adjust to fit your daily life.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, you could adjust it um, based on the day
Mm-hmm.
or by week or whatever works for you.
Yeah.
And also, balance is also having your peace, which is
Yeah.
very important.
Very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. For me, balance, I'd say, is trying to do a bit of everything that makes you happy, just not leaving any part of your life out, in the struggle to just uh, maybe work or give your best to work, just understanding that you need to stay fit as well. You need to be a good mom. You need to be a good wife. You need to be a good friend, and you also need to be a good servant in the church. Yeah, so for me, balance is not having it, like you said, it's not perfection. It's not having it all together. It's just trying to touch on those bits, however imperfectly. Okay, that's what I would say is balance. Okay, what does a typical day look like to you? Because I know you already touched on that a bit. So, like a typical day when you wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
how does that look to you?
Okay. When we wake up, our day starts. Yeah. So everyone, we try to work as a team. Everyone is delegated to do what they have to do to
Yeah,
leave the house.
yeah,
Then we go about our business. The kids they go to school.
yeah.
Me work. The dad work, and during that period when I know the kids are at work,
Yeah.
I try to put in my best at work. And while I'm doing that, okay, it's time for school run. Then I start and go to pick the kids from school.
Yeah.
And we usually don't come back home straight. We have like different activities for the
Okay.
kids. And when we're doing that, we're like talking about our day with the kids, telling
Mm-hmm.
them, oh, these are things that made me happy today, or these things that put me off today. And the kids as well share their thoughts
Okay.
with me in the car.
Okay.
I drop them, I sit down and wait. While waiting, I'm like trying to relax a bit, if
Yeah.
that's possible.
Okay.
And then we make our way back home. And when
Okay.
we are home, we try to eat, try to do bedtime routine. Then when they sleep, then I can start any other business I want to do
Okay.
before I finally go to bed. So yeah.
Okay. So this takes you around what time to go to bed generally? Because that's one
Oh,
struggle that I have.
oh, that question. I always tell myself I want to sleep by 9:30, 10. But
Mhm.
that's me lying to myself.
That's a
I
wish, a
I
big
wish.
wish.
So I end up staying till most times maybe 12 after 12.
Oh, that is my life.
So that's the
That is my
problem.
life, you
So
know?
yeah, that's where we are at the moment. I keep telling
Yeah.
myself, oh, today I'm going to sleep by 10. Oh, I'm going to sleep by 10. I'll do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for what? Everyone, go to bed. I'm going to sleep. But I see myself awake in the midnight. I'm like, okay, yeah, Shoma, well done.
You know why? Because by the time your kids go to bed,
Yeah.
you feel like, oh my God, I've been running around all day. This is the time that I have to sit down, just breathe, take maybe a cup of tea,
Yeah.
watch something, just that
Yeah.
quiet, you know?
Yeah.
That thing that you've missed all days when you want to, and you find yourself sitting there, and before you know it, my story is I sleep off on the couch. That's what I do. I just sleep off while saying, "Oh, I'm having my me time,"
Yeah.
because my child is now sleeping. I sleep on the couch, and then I wake up and I'm disappointed in myself for not going to bed early. It's just the routine like that. So we'll go to the next question, which is how do you cope with stress, and or how do you avoid it or manage it?
Okay. I've not been able to avoid. I've not gotten to the stage whereby I can avoid stress. But where we are at is we try to manage, we try to cope.
Yeah.
And doing this, we're at home, I try to delegate things. No matter how small or big you are, at least you have something to do.
Yeah.
We work as a team. The smallest, the biggest, the mom of the house, she knows what she's to do. The dad of the
Yeah.
house, he knows what is to do. And that has helped things so much. And also try to prioritize and also planning. Try to prioritize things based on its importance. And also, I noticed that writing things down these days helps me. It just puts me in check. Oh, I could see I have to do this check. I have to still do this check. And I don't try to overcrowd things. I put set realistic is it goals now for the day or things I have to do. Because when I put things, I ask myself, Chama, are you sure you'll be able to do all this? If you're not, just remove it and do the one you can. Even if it's one thing you put, just know it's that one thing.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
So things like that. So
You
yeah.
know, that's where I need to get to in my life, because I tend to overcrowd my day. And when I don't meet up with all the things I've listed, I don't remember the things I've done. Like you said,
Yeah.
even if it's one thing you do, it's a good check. But I'm like, oh, I don't even think about that one thing I did. I'm busy thinking about the 100 other things that I didn't do that I should have done. So I think setting realistic goals is very important. So, what would you say is the biggest challenge in balancing family life and work?
Let's see. It's the fact that you are trying to meet deadlines at work.
Yeah.
And as you're doing that, there's so much pressure. And you're trying to think, oh, you're supposed to go to the kids' school at maybe 2 o'clock to do something or watch
Yeah.
a show, or you're supposed to pick them up, or you're supposed to take them to the GP or dentist. You're just trying to calculate these things in your head and you're under so much pressure. Oh,
Yeah.
that's challenging. And
Yeah.
also the guilt.
The guilt.
Yeah, that guilt, like you
Yeah.
just feel sometimes, oh, I should be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this for my kids. Because for example, I remember one time I was working and one of my girl came to me innocently. She was like, "Oh, mommy, you've just been in front of the laptop. You're not even playing with me." I had to explain to her there's
Oh
work
dear.
time and there's play time. I know I felt bad deep down. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I wasn't doing enough. Now my baby is feeling this way about me. Is it I'm taking work over my child? Things
Yeah.
like that.
Honestly,
Yeah.
tell me about it. But I mean, for me, the challenging part is just the feeling of not doing enough. That is it for me. When it comes to work-life balance, it's the feeling more that's the challenging part for me of not doing, just not doing enough. Even if I'm doing hundreds of things, I just
Yeah.
have that constant feeling of not doing enough.
Yeah.
And that even brings me to the next question I was going to ask, how you deal with mom guilt, because it's constant. I don't know. If someone had told me this, I probably would have thought, what's there? But it is real. Mom guilt is real, where you're just feeling like, oh, I'm supposed to at least teach my child
Yeah.
something. But I'm here, I'm on this laptop. And again, once I'm done with my 9 to 5, I've got my own things to do, because obviously you want to keep going with your own things, right?
Yeah.
And they are watching you, whether you
Yeah.
realize it or not. When they come to play around you, that's
Yeah.
them looking for you, seeking for your attention.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with mom guilt? How do you cope with it day in, day out? Because it's
Oh,
constant.
I take a deep breath, and I
Yeah.
say, Chuma, you are not working towards perfection.
Yeah.
So in those imperfection, just try to show up
Yeah.
and do what you can. Take one step at a time, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. I just remind myself, look, you're not a bad mom. Okay? You're not a bad mom. You buy nice things for this child. You this child has toys. He has all these beautiful things. You're not a bad mom. You're trying your best. You're trying to make sure he's okay every now and then.
Yeah.
So I tell myself those things. Look, you're not a bad mom. You're learning. You're getting better. You're also learning in this process, because this is your first time of being a mom. So this is also a learning curve and learning experience for you. So talking about social media, how has that influenced your work-life balance? Like, especially when you're trying to be a mom and then people are talking about career advancements, you're seeing people doing great and mighty things everywhere, and you're like, oh my God, where am I in my life?
I know. Yeah, I know at some points in my life, yeah, I used to feel that way. But at this point now in my life, I don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
I do what I can as far as I know where I'm going to. I'm on track.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't feel like social. I only try to pick social media in a way it could help me. Pick things
yeah,
from there to help me, not for it to make me feel like I'm not doing enough. I go
yeah,
around searching for knowledge tutorials. As I said
yeah,
earlier, I
yeah,
love jumping from one YouTube tutorial to another. So
yeah.
yeah, things like that. I take out, is it taking the knowledge,
The
the knowledge,
good.
the good parts,
Mm-hmm.
and every other part that's not working for me? No.
Yeah, because I remember when there were times when I was impacted by it, because you would scroll through social media, and for example, people are talking about, oh, I don't give my kids screen zero screen time, spend more time entertaining your children, and I'm like, I work in 9 to 5. Some of these people might just be that they've got full time with their kids.
Yeah.
Let me not be comparing myself
Yeah.
with them, oh,
Yeah.
because sometimes if my child has to, watch something on TV, it helps me to be able to do something else on my own. It helps me achieve one or two. So it's more like, yes, learning, taking the good from social media, but also being very realistic about your life.
Yeah.
Not letting social media influence you. People's lives are different. Some people can afford childcare, the kind of childcare you cannot afford. So don't go and be comparing your life to somebody else's life. Do what works for you. Either way,
Yeah.
you're still a good mom. Whether your
Yeah.
child is watching something or not, you are still doing your best. You're giving your best. So, as we progress, we're just going to talk about managing time, energy between work, family, and personal needs. I know we've touched on it a bit, but it's just how we manage our energy, how you sustain yourself, through all of this. Like, if you need to, be at home. I know you're very domesticated. You're like a cook,
Oh
pro
my.
cook.
Oh my.
Hey, pro cook. If Chama cooks for you, eh?
Okay. Okay.
She's like, she's this family life enthusiast. She's always researching the best pots to use, best things. In fact, she's my, mentor.
Oh.
Yeah. So how do you manage your energy while trying to, be a mom, work? How do you not burn out?
Okay. As I said earlier, it's just prioritizing those things that would take my energy so much.
Yeah.
I do them during the day. While
Okay.
those things that won't really burn me out, things I do for leisure, I do them during the night.
Okay. Okay.
So with the kids, during the day it's work. Kids are at school.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they're back, I know I just focus on them. We
Yeah.
do whatever it is we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then at night, like I love my workouts, which
Yeah.
is one of my me times, and I like reflecting a
Okay.
lot to just see how far I've come or where I'm
Okay.
at. And also, I love going on YouTube to check
YouTube is your favorite thing?
to
That's
go
good.
to gather knowledge, just to see
Yeah,
things
that's
I could
good.
bring to the family that would help us and make life easier for me.
Yeah,
I just
which is
enjoy it.
good.
Yeah, I
Which is
enjoy
good.
doing that.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it. Just
Yeah.
prioritizing and writing down and just
Maybe I should get
yeah,
on YouTube more.
yeah.
Yeah. So, there's something else I wanted to touch on when we spoke about, managing, as we've spoken now about managing our personal space. Do you ever get to a point where you feel the need to ask for help, but because you just don't trust anyone else to maybe take care of your kids while you're away? Because as close as I and Choma are, we've never literally called each other to say, please, can I bring my child and drop? Because I think we're alike. We want to do it all. You don't trust any other person with. I always say I don't trust people with my kids. Yes, I need help with my kids, but I
Yeah,
also don't trust other people. There's so many people, even on social media, there's so many skits like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm that mom screaming, I need help, but then I don't trust people with my kids. So do you ever get to the point where you feel like you should start asking for help more? Like, because I'm here, oh, I'm
Yeah.
ready. If you ever want to bring the kids, please, I'm ready to watch them while you go do something. Even if you want
Yeah.
to go do your hair, even if you want to just go and sit down,
Yeah.
buy yourself a nice lunch and eat, be happy, come back
Yeah.
and pick them. I'm ready. So are you ever like, do you ever think of that?
Yeah, I think of it. I think the problem is not the trust for me. It's just the fact that I'm always calculating that. Oh my God, this friend of mine. She will have her life going on with her, and I'm
Yeah,
bringing my own. Will I say
true.
problem now? That's the way. These children are like my. Will I say luggage? Carry your cross. That kind of thing. It's not like I don't trust them to help. It would be
Yeah,
nice, but I just feel trying to be a considerate friend. I don't want to
yeah,
bring. I don't know what's going on with you, and I don't want to bring my
exactly.
own load and drop on top of your head. But yes, if that comes up, we'll be more than glad to hold the
Exactly.
kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I also give myself that excuse. I was like, yeah, is this my baby that's always shouting up and down? That I'll take now. You guys stop their peace. No, no, no. Let's manage it here. So like you said, yeah, I get it. It's not that you don't want to ask, but you don't want to bother that person.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
person might even have ways of calming them down more than you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you don't want to be that that friend that's adding more to them
Yeah.
and they are having to help because they don't want to disappoint you, you get. So what's the one thing that you've learned about yourself through this journey? Like trying to be a perfect mom, perfect worker in the office. What have you learned about yourself?
Okay. This journey, I
Yeah.
think I've seen how resilient I have become
Okay.
and how adaptive I can be. I never knew
Okay.
I could be this resilient.
Okay.
And also trying to see how little things, it's shown me how little things could make me happy.
Okay.
Like I could just see my child trying to wear their shoe and I'm smiling sheepishly. Why is
Oh.
that making me smile? Things like that. So things
Yeah.
like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's making you feel like you're building a rounded
Yeah.
human, well-rounded human being. You're
Yeah.
responsible for that
Yeah.
that action they're able to carry out.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes you happy, right? Yeah. So me, I've just learned that I can take more than I can juggle a lot. And that's what I've learned about myself. I didn't know that I could be that fast in doing stuff. I'm always the one that likes to, second guess myself, think again before. But now I get to doing things without even thinking too deeply into it. And that's one thing I've learned about myself, that I can, manage a lot of things and I can do it all well. So I'm just gonna ask as well, has your faith played a role in how you cope with making decisions when it comes to family work balance? Has your faith played a role in it? Because I remember there was a time let me tell you guys this. There was a time I and Choma decided that we want to be good children of the Lord. So we will be studying our Bible. We set a day of the week.
Yeah.
At this time we'll be studying our Bible, and we
Mm-hmm.
were doing it.
Yes. Yes.
We were doing it after like maybe a month. Oh my God.
We did it for more than a month.
Yeah, we did. We were going at it and it was really helpful. After a while, it was just hard to keep up because, it's not, my dear, this
It's not
work-life
easy.
balance is not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
It was hard to keep up. And my husband said, what happened? No Bible study today. I'm like, which one is your own? Wait, are you the one now,
He
are you
was
now
our
the one?
monitoring spirit.
Are you now the one monitoring us on this thing? Yeah, so how has your faith actually impacted you, in how you've juggled all these things?
Yes, I would say my faith has actually, because the thing about faith is it's not just when there is crisis and I think of my faith. It's like my daily mantra,
Okay.
going about my daily life, like
Mm-hmm.
when the kids are not well,
Yeah.
you hang on to your faith. When
Yeah.
at work, it's just feeling like
Yep.
everything is just collapsing.
Yeah.
You're just hanging on to
Your
your
faith.
faith,
Yep.
And also my faith helps me in making my decisions.
Yeah.
It's like my decision in terms of like, okay, this thing I want to do, does it align with my value?
Mm-hmm.
This door, is it God that is opening this door? Is it me that is just trying to force
It's open.
this
Yeah.
door open,
Yeah.
And also my faith has helped me to give myself grace and also
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
other people grace as well.
Yeah.
And I like to reflect. That
Yep.
helps a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Then the scripture, prayer,
Mm-hmm.
like this scripture, Isaiah 40:31, that say,
Okay.
those who trust in the Lord will always have renewed strength. That
Yeah.
helps a lot. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, yes, that faith, you hold on to it in your daily life. And if it's too much, I'm like,
Yeah.
the mercy of God is
Yep.
so
Yep.
much. We'll continue tomorrow. The
Absolutely.
mercy of God will carry
Absolutely.
me tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. My faith too has also helped me in the same ways. In fact, you've said it all. It's just when you know that this is too much, you feel like there's that higher power than you that you can talk to and say, "Oh, please help me." When I'm overwhelmed, let me run to this rock and hide.
Yeah.
And when even when I've made bad decisions, I'm like, God, this decision I made wasn't so good, though, but cover me in it. Protect me.
Yeah.
So yeah, my faith has helped me with this whole work life, because even at work, when I'm finding it, when I'm having maybe like I'm struggling to catch up, I'm like, God, I need strength. I need to be able to push. And in a way, it helps me. It
Yeah.
it works for me. I don't know about but it works for me, because I'm just able to keep going and hitting what I need to, hitting the targets I need to hit. So yeah, my faith can't do away with it. So lastly, or rather, getting to the last,
Okay.
what would you say to a mom that's listening to us right now that feels overwhelmed? I know you've talked about the feeling of being overwhelmed. So what would you say to a mom who's feeling really overwhelmed, like we've
Yeah.
felt so many times?
Okay. Sis, I know it's, you feel like you're not doing enough, but you're doing way better than you actually think.
Yep.
It's not about perfection. I keep saying it.
Yeah.
So just take things one at a time,
Yep.
and you'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And just know that you're not in this
Yeah.
alone. You are in this with so many other moms out there who are not coming to tell you, "Oh, this is how I feel today."
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Yeah.
You're in this with so many other moms out there who are feeling just the way you're feeling. So just take things one day at a time. Take it one step at a time, and you're doing better than you actually think that you're doing. So lastly, if you could give your younger self an advice before starting motherhood and career, before getting into this never-ending journey,
Yeah.
what would it be if you were to advise your your younger self?
Oh, Chioma, you don't have to have it all figured out.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Just know that life will throw things at you which you never imagined.
Yeah.
But you get the grace, the patience, the strength that you never knew you even had. You're going to discover all this along the line. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Perfect. I would say to myself, enjoy every time that you get on your own. That's what I would say to my younger self, or even anyone who's planning to be a mom or trying to be a mom soon. I'd say, as much as yes, you look forward to being a mom, please take this time to enjoy every single me time that you're having.
oh, that's very important. Yeah.
Because you will sit down like this and say, what did I used to do before I became a mom? I used to have this same amount of time. What was I doing, Trust me, you have a lot of time now. Enjoy yourself. If there's any adventure you want to take, this is the time to take it. If there's anything you know about yourself that you'd like to do or explore, it's best to start now. Not to say that you can't do it when you have kids, but it's just different. It's just that it's different when you're going on holidays by yourself or with just your partner, and then going with kids. It's different.
Yeah.
It's still fun, but a different kind of fun. But if you cherish yourself, your me time, if you cherish this privacy that you have now, please enjoy it more. Don't be pressured, relax, and when motherhood comes to you, I know you will also kill it. So thank you so much for this time of discussion. Thank you so much, Choma.
Oh,
Thank you for
thank you for
being
having me.
here. Oh my God, I'll never forget this.
Aw.
Not that I have to. Not that I have to, and I hope we get to do this again.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. One
Yeah.
thing I would take away from this discussion is that balance is not about perfection.
Mm-hmm.
It's the little here and there
There.
that counts.
Yeah.
I always say to myself, every little counts. Every little walking from here to there as a workout counts. Every little spending some time cuddling my child counts
Yeah.
as being a good mom. I don't have to spend hours with them to feel like I'm doing it. I don't have to spend hours at home washing, cleaning to feel like, take things at your own stride. What you can do, you do it today. What you can't do, there's another day tomorrow, as
Yeah.
Chema said. So thank you so much for this time of, listening. And I hope that you listen more and look forward, or rather, look forward to more of our videos because more will be coming. Like I
Yeah.
said, this is not the last. Chama, listen, this is not the last. So more will be coming. And please like my channel or subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media, Echoes with Ekaette. Click on the notification button and just, engage with me as I'll be bringing you more content. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be seeing you. I will be seeing you in my next video. Thank you.